Hey! Finally, we can play SUPERHOT, so I can say SUPERHOT over and over and over again. My favorite activity to do. Hi, we're Volition. This is our weekly game stream, where sometimes we just play random games, sometimes we're playing our own games. Today we're just doing another random game. I'm Josh Stinson. I'm the StreamZars/associate video editor here, and today we've got...
Ryan Miller. I'm an associate designer here at Volition. I work on the general combat.
And we've also got Mike Watson, our community developer, moderating the chat. He is DS Volition, so I've been talking to him. That's Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
You play a little bit of SUPERHOT, right?
Yeah. I first saw it at last year's GDC. After hearing all the hype, I got in line to play it, and I started playing it, and I loved it, except I did not know that I was on the advanced levels. So some very kind pedestrian came up and saw me losing like 12 times in a row. I was like, there's like a tutorial level and stuff. I'm like, oh, thank God. So I restarted, and then I enjoyed it from there.
Okay. Did you meet any of the developers?
They were present, but I didn't get to speak to them.
Okay.
They were present, though. I just slipped in to play the game, and I couldn't figure out which people were the developers to ask questions.
Yeah. I usually know like who has worked on like what games are like with SUPERHOT. All I know is like, oh, they're called SUPERHOT Team. I have no idea who's working on this game.
I do not know them.
Before we check out SUPERHOT, which you may have heard is the most innovative first-person shooter ever, Mayhem Minute, we've got another little thing. If you haven't been watching in a while, or you have noticed, our social media accounts for our new game we're working on, Ages of Mayhem, tweet another little thing. So, actually, if we first switch over. This is another bit of concept art that we released this week. This is the 0 Point Dynamo, which, just like last week, this is concept art for the trailer that we released last summer, just like a few days before E3 or so. It's the thing Dr. Babylon steals that eventually like turns into the big golem dude they fight.
Yep, it's awesome.
So if you want to find out anything else we tweet about Ages of Mayhem, we are at AOM The Game. We also have a website, aomthegame.com. Also AOM The Game for Facebook, I believe. At the moment, for the past couple weeks, we've just been posting a little bit of concept art for characters, environments, trailer concept art, stuff like that. Just stay tuned to those for more info when all that cool stuff comes up. And and one more thing, not related to Ages of Mayhem, but Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is 75% off right now for deals with gold on Xbox Live, and it's on sale until the 16th. So, if you missed out on all of our other sales somehow.
If you have somehow not managed to enjoy the goodness of Saints Row 4, it's the time.
And if you missed this one too, I don't know, just keep an eye on like Humble Bundle. Yeah, I feel like we pop up there a decent amount, along with a lot of other Deep Silver stuff. So, and with that, I guess we should switch over to SUPERHOT, which... So I had seen SUPERHOT was originally released as like a little demo thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when it first came out, it was like a really short, free game that had like the levels that are in the demo are in this as well.
Okay.
It didn't really have much of a plot. It was just like when you beat it, it just cut to like a really cheesy looking FMV cutscene of some dude laughing.
I wish I had that experience.
It was great, but none of that stuff's in the game. But like. We'll just, again, grabbing I don't know, the controls are off. Whoops. I played through this whole game before. I had no idea this game was going to come with, like, some sort of story.
Oh, okay.
But it's got one. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I just came for, the game part.
I was just trying it out for SUPERHOT. I had no idea what the story was going in.
Well, first, I think I really like the presentation of it just because I'm a sucker for these really old fake computer UIs and stuff.
Yeah.
So mashing the triggers to talk.
You feel like a hacker, man.
Yeah.
SUPERHOT.exe. I did not get this experience at all at GDC. This is great.
Sick how?
Is it radical, though?
I don't download sick things, only rad things. Thanks.
Nope, too late. Send me it.
So yeah, the whole game is based around playing a game that you got a crack for. That's like a game that hasn't been released yet.
Man, I wish I had downloads like that in my day. We did not get those kind of fancy download
Yeah,
bars.
I'm. You had to take turns connecting to that bulletin board. So yeah, I guess if you want to start out,
sure.
because I mean it's the tutorial stuff. So if you don't know, SUPERHOT is a.
Should I just go into the EXE?
Yeah.
Okay.
SUPERHOT is a first-person shooter where time only moves when you move. So it kind of turns it from just being an action game into like kind of a puzzle action game. And yeah, we're gonna be playing with controller, which I guess is harder than keyboard and mouse. But like I did it pretty well with just the keyboard. Yeah, once you start moving, time moves.
I love that they bend it like a CRT as well.
Yeah, the CRT like bending thing they do and everything looks great. But
the hard part is that the aiming has to be so precise in the game, and with the controller.
Yeah, with controller it's a little.
Yeah, I'm like, crap, crap.
That's why.
Yeah, you.
After a while, I became very good at the melee in this game, just because like, the melee is really satisfying in this. But also, it's like incredibly useful considering sometimes it's like I just cannot shoot well enough.
Yeah, right. Just gonna have to hit him with the gun instead. All right, I'm gonna shoot you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much if there's any like real aim assist or anything with stuff. It feels like pretty precise.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's pretty on point. Oh God, it was a setup.
Left trigger lets you jump, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, after playing this for a long time, like I learned that jumping was like really useful. Not so much for dodging, but with the way you manipulate time with jumping.
Oh, okay, the way it goes up and down.
Yeah, like if you hold the jump button after you jump, like time goes but slower than normal when you're moving. And like,
oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is
Oh God. Is it A? Okay, it's A.
Yep.
All right.
And this just reminds me that I haven't really been. Do you watch Games Done Quick?
I did 2 years ago, and I caught a little bit of last year's. They're doing it like recently, right? They just did.
They're doing it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still in the middle of doing it, but I always
First death.
I don't think it's happened yet. At least not at Games Done Quick. I'm sure there's speedruns of this game. But I would love to see speedruns of this, considering how this game works.
Yeah, it's like you get really punished for trying to speedrun it.
Like I have seen some people playing individual levels where they're essentially doing a speedrun because they never stop. So it just looks like a normal game at that point. It doesn't look like, you wouldn't even be able to tell that time stops. Oh.
I was wondering if I was like, I think it's only gonna nick me. Yeah, no, it does a lot more than nick you.
Ooh.
Damn it. I am the master.
So I'm sure this is easy to talk about while also trying to do this level.
Oh, it's totally just trying to dodge bullets. That's all.
But I mean, hey, you can stop if you really need to think. Oh,
yeah?
no!
Can I?
Well,
can I?
Maybe not there. Not when a bullet's right in front of your face.
Actually, it's actually still going a little bit.
It goes a little bit.
I thought it straight up was completely stopped. So I can't just set the controller down and turn to talk to you.
Right.
I have to at least slightly pay attention.
Yeah. But.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Oh God.
There you go.
I'm worried about that one right there.
It takes a little bit to kind of learn how big your body's hitbox is in the game. It's a little wider than you might think, but
it is. I found that out the hard way multiple times in this playthrough. Just go through his head. They also throw the gun now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like at the very end.
That's actually like one of the mechanics that you can just throw all your weapons.
Yeah, that I did know. I didn't. Oh,
yeah, here you go. Throw your weapon.
Speaking of, it's B. and then I can punch with that, and then grab that gun. Yeah.
Yep.
What up? Come on. There we go. Crap, that was way off. Are there any other enemies? I suspect there are.
But
oh crap. Ah.
But yeah, since we were talking earlier today when we were like taking the picture to promote the stream and stuff, you brought up some actual work related. Oh no, some actual work related stuff because most of the work I do here, I'm capturing the game we're working on right now for a whole bunch of different reasons. Because you do the combat and stuff, you're offering to set up specific combat stuff for me, if that would be make it easier to capture stuff. But like thinking about the combat design and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think how. So what games have you worked on where you've designed combat?
Well, there's no like AAA ones out there. There's indie ones that no one's gonna recognize, on the stream. No, they're like mobile ones and stuff that you're not gonna recognize. But I've done various indie ones, and I've done ones for college, obviously, and it's always been either programming AI or designing the AI. So, yeah. Even in college, we had one of probably the best game in our college during the final project because we just got very lucky with our team setup.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make all the AI, and I was like, yes! It was a first-person shooter. I always loved first-person shooters, so I finally got to make the AI for that.
Yeah.
And AI is usually mostly just tricking the player. Like it's not nearly as complex as you'd think in math. It's mostly complex in terms of tricking the player.
Yeah. So like even before I started working here, I was always really interested in how games were actually made, and like despite reading about it, like one of the aspects of game production that I'm still really fuzzy on is like how AI is like made or developed, or like because the AI for different genres of games needs to be so different.
Yep.
Whereas like graphic solutions for different games, like they're all 3D graphics.
Right.
Which feels like it's a little more, I don't know, but like is it super different programming AI for different genres of games?
Genres absolutely. I mean even in the same genre and different games, it's dramatically different how you want to approach your AI. For pretty much any project I go into, I just have to figure out in terms of our theme, what do we want the players to think of our enemies? Do we want them to feel very smart? Do we want them like in this case, these guys almost have no AI because it's mostly like they start in these locations and they're given probably like a few commands, but then you have to expand that up all the way to first person shooter where there's a lot of things that they can do, or in terms of our game, an open world game where there's tons of things that they have to respond to. So it's difficult to say. Usually, biggest thing you can do though is work with cheap things. Like try to use things that are cheap, like sound effects. Man, there's probably more in having good AI out of sound than there is in the actual like programming of the AI.
Right.
If you can make the player think that the enemies are being aggressive. That
reminds me of. I'm trying to remember. I was like 13, 14 when the first Fear.
Oh yeah, 14.
Out. Did you play Fear?
Oh yeah, no, as an AI programmer and now as a designer for it, absolutely. That stuff is great.
Like I remember, like the demo came out. Like one of the big selling points was that they had like really advanced AI for their characters, and it felt like the soldiers he fought in the game were really smart. But when you mention sound cues, it feels like I think they just had really good sound cues.
Yep, you got it.
It was just basically like you threw a grenade and they would go, "Oh shit,
there's a grenade!" Yeah,
it would still get blown up most of the time.
Yep.
Or it's like, "Oh shit, they know how to use cover." But I think
reactions.
It's predetermined points where it's like they'll always flip cover if they get there or something.
Yeah, their AI was generally good. Like that wasn't that.
I mean, it's that game had like incredible combat, but
the sound effects. I mean, some good examples are the fact that if you actually watch when they say that they're going to flank you, they may or may not. Like they might actually be flanking you, but all that matters is you think that they're going to flank you. That's the important portion.
Yeah.
Not if they actually do it or not. Are they selling it or not? I hit Y. I actually beat this once, and I hit Y while we were talking. I was like, oh no. I mean, a great example is that on a very... Oh, I tried to punch him. Right trigger. That was the button I pressed. One of the very first projects I ever did on a team it's in college. We were doing a 2D side-scrolling game, and we were going to have, like, pretty simple run-and-gun shooter. Like, nothing really, like, just pretty straightforward, like, Contra level stuff. And me wanting to be the ambitious AI programmer is like, oh, let's like make factions of enemies and they'll fight each other and you can fight them and play them against each other. And so we made humans and robots, and you were a cyborg. So I was like, oh, we thought we were so clever.
Yeah.
The lesson I had learned was that I made these very good, like, complex systems for the humans would work as a team, and they would have like a leader that they would go around, and he could rally more enemies, and they'd have like a defend point in the world, and they'd shift the defend point if you pushed them. The robots, on the other hand, didn't work together, but they were more aggressive in their own ways.
Oh, wow.
There was all kinds of stuff I did. At the end of it, everyone's like, man, this AI is just really shitty. I was like, what? That's so much better.
Oh,
and
no.
There was almost nothing in the game that told you what they're doing.
Oh.
I didn't give them like audio cues really that were strong or visual cues. So players just see the enemies just going, just like running around doing seemingly random things. And that was a very big lesson for me. I was like, oh, maybe I should let the players know why they're doing stuff. And that's why, even though it sounds silly, that's why in a stealth game you hear them say, I guess it was the wind. It's so you don't wonder why they just walked away.
Yeah, I've always seen lots of people, oh man, you want to switch off for a
Yes, please. Thank you.
That guy just falls straight back to the train.
Yep, into the train. Yep. And you got this.
I played this game a lot, like last year.
Yeah, you got this. That making me look like a chump. You're just making me... Okay, Neo, calm down. Calm down.
See, the jump is really good for like getting in on guys before they can really like attack you that much.
Yeah, just establish wrist control and then feel the force. I got you. Whatever you say, Josh.
But son of a bitch, I still got it though.
Yeah. You killed a lot of guys in a pretty fashion before that happened. But yeah, with the AI, there's a lot of stuff, and here at Volition, I do more than just the AI. I also work on controlling where enemies come from and how many and how they mix together, because there's different types of enemies in our game. So they can't just throw them all out at you at once. So they have to have some kind of reasoning. So I'm in charge of helping out with systems like that. Oh God.
Okay. Phew. Is that guy still alive? Yeah, he is.
He's still alive, and your gun's broken. Wow.
That's okay.
Oh God! Get the gun! Get to your left.
Whoa! Oh shit! Okay.
You got it.
Super hot.
The game is so complimentary to the player if they're doing well. Actually, Cecil up there has a good point that a lot of the times people might complain about AI not being like good at their jobs, or they're silly or stupid. But I mean, humans generally don't actually. Humans. That's
normal.
Humans don't generally want to actually fight the AI at their best. That's like playing the computer at chess at the the best level. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable. Actually, I'm going to steal one of our programmers here, Stephen Tobias, has a motto that we use down there working on the enemies. If we could put like a giant sign over our office, it would say, AI, just the right amount of stupid.
Yeah.
That's we have to make them smart enough to, come off as having good decisions, but stupid enough that they're still on human level.
Yeah, just because so I play a lot of stealth games, and just a lot of Metal Gear. So I'm used to, I'm fairly decent at playing most stealth games, and but even then I realized that I would never ever want to play a stealth game where guards could see as far as humans could,
right?
And were as attentive, because in every game, the guards are like. You do something suspicious, and you just have to wait it out for a while before they go back like nothing ever happened, where it's like, No, they would probably be on high alert for the rest of the game.
Reinforcements would already be called in and everything. They'd probably seal whatever you're trying to go after in like an unbreakable container.
Yeah.
I gotta jump in the car. Remember this one? This is.
Oh, is this one of the ones you play at GDC?
Yeah. So far, all the ones we've been doing have been the ones at GDC.
Okay.
I suck. But yeah, you know, it is a lot of fun for me to look at AI. There's GDC talks about it all the time. One of the fun ones is, I don't remember her name, but she was a developer, I believe, on the game Rockets. And when she was discussing it, she talked about how she kept trying to make different types of AI. Like, she'd make an aggressive AI, a defensive AI, and a silly AI, and trying to somehow with only... Like, Rockets is a game that's similar to Narwhal, like the...
Oh, right.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, so it's similar to that. So it's a very simple game. So how do you convey aggressive or defensive, in that?
Yeah.
And she kept failing to actually, like, only on their behavior sell it. And finally she gave a different approach, which was she pretty much gave them all random AI and then just... made big labels on them saying, I'm really angry or I'm very aggressive and I'm very defensive, and then ask people, oh, what do you think of these? Oh yeah, he did this, which is why he's aggressive. This is what he does when he's aggressive. She asked people to like attribute the actions that were why they were aggressive or defensive, and they made all this stuff up, and she's like, it's just random. it's just random. And it was just much more effective, People believed it and had a good time, and that's all that mattered.
And like thinking back to other times where I've seen people go like, yeah, that game's got great AI. Like, one of the things is like, oh man, remember how the different demons would fight each other in Doom? Mm-hmm. But it's like all of them have like very well-defined things they do.
Yep.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, they never deviate. There's like, I think some of the designers or something, people who have written books about Doom, just say like, oh, they're more like chess pieces. They just do that one thing.
Right. You brought up like Metal Gear, that has a similar thing where Metal Gear does a good job of establishing this is the rule of these guys. These guys are going to do these things, and you understand those rules.
Yeah. And
it's the best part of doing rules is you can actually, attribute some of the silliness to, well, that's not the rules though. Like it's once you accept them as being part of the game world and not being a completely real human being, it's much easier to just be like, oh, it's it's just their rules. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. Yeah, this level's pretty cool. Whoa, okay.
Is his arm... Is he dead? Okay, he better be dead, because his arm just went behind him. You are out, bro.
Crap.
You got it. Get his gun. Oh, get his friend. Oh, God.
Yeah, I remember this part. The second part I got messed up on a lot, so I'm just going to give this wife this... Son of a bitch!
They're like, you're not making it to no second part.
Yeah.
No second part.
Whoops. I'll just do that.
It's hard to talk while playing, isn't it?
It is. I have to think a lot.
Yep.
So when you're designing AI for specifically like open world games.
Sure.
So something I've never really thought about, but I suppose even on like the more powerful consoles now, you do definitely have limits for what the AI can do.
Yeah, there's a budget for them, just like there is graphics or anything else.
Is there? So I've seen people criticize like games where there's like lots and lots of enemies, especially if it's like something where it's like, for example, like the recent Batman games. They're brawler games, and basically the enemies get around you in a circle.
And then only 2 or 3 come at you at a time.
Yeah. People always criticize that. It's like, they wouldn't do that. That's stupid. It's too easy or something. But it's like, that's not it's partially a choice because difficulty-wise.
Yeah.
And gameplay-wise, how do you handle 13 guys punching you all at the same time?
Yeah, that's just a big design thing. I think there was a game announced at E3 that I think is one of the only ones I've seen that's trying to directly handle the full like massive zombies coming at you. You might have seen it.
Oh,
yeah, the guy running backwards.
State of Decay?
No,
not State of Decay.
It was it's a new one. It's like
It's
by
the one
Daylight
that-
Studios or something.
Yeah. I forget what that's called.
The big thing for me watching it is I'm not sure if they'll pull it off or not. I'd love to. I'd love for them to pull it off and see how they did it, because it's very hard from a gameplay perspective of what if they reach you, because in the E3 demo they never reach you. And it's like, okay, what happens if like 75 zombies reach you? It's either instant death via cinematic,
instant game over or something,
or how do you resolve like the body collisions? That's just it's not going to work so well. And I imagine things like Assassin's Creed, which also did the same, like they circle you and tag. It's just because like how do you resolve that kind of gameplay stuff otherwise?
Yeah,
so it's just challenging. You gotta try and be creative about those things. Of course, then there's ones like Dead Rising, which just have tons of zombies, and I'm not actually sure how they resolve it. I think it's mostly they all have just a little bit of space between them, just enough.
Yeah, in the first Dead Rising at least, which I streamed a couple months ago when the PC version finally came out, which is great, by the way. So generally, because they do put a lot on the screen at once.
Right.
Generally, if they're all up in your grill, you have a move that lets you like stand on top of them and walk across them.
Huh. I did not know that.
Which is generally how you get through them. They're not like instant death or anything. But yeah, they never like pile up on you. Like one zombie will push you to the ground, and all the other ones will just stand there and make zombie noises at you.
Gotcha. Man, I have not seen this one, so you're beyond my knowledge now. Good luck. Just swinging.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You want to try again?
Yes. Let's try some new stuff. See how I can manage. Hey. Okay. Unfinished business. Oh. Low blow. And there's a bottle in the corner. Okay, what else? What I got to work with here? Is there anything down there? No? Okay.
Yeah, it might just be that bottle.
That's alright. Just punch this guy. I bet somebody's going to come out of the stall after me. Like jerks.
I don't think so. Okay, this is the room I was thinking of. The one with the billiards table.
Yep.
And the dude with the shotgun.
Oh, that was nice.
Shot your bottle out of the air.
That's nice. Shoot this, Peach. You might.
Oh, man. Did he get it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's dropping his gun.
All right. Let's see. Bottles, table, more gun. Gonna jump for it. Gotta keep moving. Gotta predict. Oh, God. Hey, it did something. Oh, no, the shotgun's back.
Oh, boy.
Close range. By myself. Oh, didn't even hit him. God. Did I miss again? Okay.
Oh.
What? Oh, God. Why did I jump? I meant to throw.
The shotgun guy is pretty brutal in this level.
I'm just going to go with my instincts now. I'm just going to move a little faster. Because I'm not winning by doing it slow anyway. So let's make it interesting.
Sometimes, like, especially in levels where you die a lot, it's just like, let's just see what happens if I don't stop.
Or at least, not a ton.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably stop to aim since it's controller. If it was mouse, I'd probably manage it.
Yeah.
You're going to get a cup. You're going to like it. I'm going to keep hitting you with things on your home bar.
Right.
You shouldn't have had so many things out for your guests. Oh, crap, you had a gun. I did not know you had a gun. Forgot about the gun. No, I did not want the ashtray. I want the thing that fires things. You. What does that mean?
Time Gentleman Please is like the name of some other indie game. I think. I feel like it is.
I feel like I'm not gonna do well here. Oh God. I'm probably out of ammo. And time. I keep hitting Y thinking it's B.
Yeah.
Just go. There's an enemy here.
Oh, so another AI thing I've been wondering about recently,
Sure.
especially because my girlfriend was replaying Red Dead Redemption just so she could get to the point where you can play Liar's Dice.
Oh yeah, I remember Liar's Dice.
And I was wondering, like, what is AI like when you have to program to follow, like, you know, like a card game or something with rules like that, especially when it's something like, I mean, I know that, you know, computers are extremely good at chess and shit, but when it's like just, you know, a video game or something and you can play poker or something, do they, every time there's a poker minigame, is somebody always reprogramming poker AI, or is there like some library to draw
There's
from?
usually libraries, not always, but there's
Okay.
usually, like, if nothing else, there's case studies and stuff. Like, you could open another game and kind of analyze what they're
Okay.
doing, like worst case scenario. But there's usually just like plenty of like CS, they call it like exercises to program, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And it's usually pretty easy. Now, that being said, you know, that doesn't mean they're using them.
Right.
People might be like, I want something different, or I want to, you know, just do it myself. Damn, he was getting really close.
Yeah, like I feel like there's so many open world games now that have poker somewhere.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In them, and it's just like, is everybody always remaking poker forever?
No, usually it's pretty straightforward because you
Yeah.
can also get away with, again, a lot. You can just basically program some basic, you know, poker stuff in, which isn't
Yeah.
hard, and then after that, you know, probably throw in some randoms and good enough. You know,
Okay.
because most people aren't playing the game to play poker. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they want to see the characters in the Western saloon, you know, and feel like they're part of it. You know, that's about
Yeah.
it. Oh, this is not going well.
Yeah, this level's pretty hard.
What did I even? Oh, you
Man.
shot it out of
Yeah,
midair.
you shot it midair.
Oh God, hey, what's going on, bro? Oh, hey, stop picking up the guns. I want the guns.
Oh, throw it at him.
I keep
Oh, no!
jumping. I keep jumping. Why is it not left trigger's throw? Oh, okay. Get your shit together, Miller. Punch, punch, punch. Grab that bottle. Which actually never really does anything. Not really sure why I'm throwing it. All right, throw it after he shoots. There we go.
There you go.
All right. Stop picking up your gun.
Man.
Is he right next to me or something? Where's that other guy?
No, he comes out right
Okay.
there, yeah.
I thought he'd come out already.
Oh, get that gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boop. Boops you on the nose.
Okay, that's good.
All right, yeah, but now I got the actual
There's
challenge.
like 3 dudes out here that have guns.
Yeah, and one of them has a shotgun at least.
Although I do like the idea of throwing objects purposefully to block bullets from hitting you.
Yeah,
That feels pretty badass.
like that one right there.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta get out of this room. Darn it. Yeah. Get you out. Fuck it. Not even gonna get the bottle. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have gotten the bottle. I saw the darts. I'm gonna get the darts. I'm going for them.
Where were the darts at in the back?
They're over there, right where.
Oh, okay.
Right next to him. See, the thing is, a lot of their aiming is basically checking my vector of which way I'm moving and aiming
Right.
for it. So I have to actually trick them sometimes.
Yeah, when I play it too, I've noticed that like you can see. It seems they aim for your vector, and then sometimes, especially if you're like jumping in slow mo, you can see where they're aiming, and they'll purposefully aim
a little bit.
off to the side.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. I think sometimes it's just random.
He's gonna pick up a gun though. He needs to die. I was like, who do I shoot? Him or the new guys? But he's gonna get a gun. And
I got him.
And me too.
Oh yeah, darts.
Yep. Yeah, what now? Dart game. Oh God, you've got a shotgun.
Oh man, I'm sad that the darts only stun dudes. I feel like a thrown actual dart, like
Good enough.
special. Oh man,
Oh,
if you can line it up right too, you can kill like multiple dudes with one shotgun blast.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
Please.
oh god. Oh, the pellets.
Ah!
Oh, the gun!
Why did I do this to myself? Give me the gun. Good night.
Okay.
Wait, who? Okay, yes.
Phew.
All right, don't press Y. Press A.
Yep.
That was a hard one. What else they gonna throw at me? Oh, hey, what's up, bro? I'm just checking things out. It's fine.
I also kind of wish you could like just knock bullets out of the air with a baseball bat. Just push them out of the way.
Can't you?
I don't think you can with the baseball. I know you can cut bullets out of the air if you have a sword, but we haven't seen any of those yet.
Okay. No, you don't. You thought you got me.
Which also is like one of my favorite things in this game is cutting bullets out of the air with a sword.
I haven't actually done that. I haven't seen that yet. That
pretty
sounds
awesome.
amazing. I've seen it on like the trailers and stuff. I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh crap! There's the sword right there.
Oh, there is a sword in here.
Oh, why did I miss? You know what? F you. And where's the other? Yep, I knew it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I can get this one.
Yeah, we can just
Genji. Go bad of Destiny. Not the Bungie game. You have a gun out there. I see you. I seize you.
So another question.
Yeah.
So you work on combat, but
yeah.
Who is? I feel like it's different at each studio, maybe, but when the game's in early development, you're trying to come up with like the actual feel and like mechanics of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Is there generally like one head person who calls the shots for that stuff?
It's a huge team effort.
Okay.
Yeah, like in our case, it was not only just general combat, but it was also working with the guys who make the agents, because we want to make sure we need to respond to what are the players' capabilities, not just make the enemies in in a silo or anything like that. So it's a big effort, and then of course we have heads of design that will review it and make it make it out. But in anything in game development, it's usually good to have at least one or a small number of people that are the vision owners is the term, which is like they have a strong vision for what they're looking for. Otherwise you just end up with everyone kind of be like, is this good, I'm not, is that and it doesn't go well. You want to have somebody that's at least pushing for that feature.
Somebody who goes yes, or this is what I want.
Right. It can easily articulate, like, okay, it's not good because it doesn't fit this vision, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, you first this time because you're getting me almost every time. And then you get the gun in the face. Wait,
no, it's a gun because the glass shattered in his face, I think.
Did I miss him? You're getting the sword.
Oh, right. The sword rules too because you can throw it and then get it back.
Oh, God.
Oh, I just barely missed him, though.
Nope.
Oh, no!
God. Oh, jeez. In the face. I didn't take the gun. I don't know why I didn't take the gun. Now I got the gun. There we go. Fire.
Also, something you probably speak to, although you said you deal with AI, is there have been random times in my life where I've been like, I'm gonna make a video game.
Sure.
I haven't gotten super far at any point, but it's still fun to do.
Yeah.
But I've always the process of like level and combat design has always like mystified me a little bit because there's a point where it's like it just gets really cyclical in my head, and I'm just like, but how do you know it's fun? What is fun? So it's like, especially with like say an open world game or something where there might be less structured combat.
Yep.
I just have such a hard time comprehending how somebody even begins to figure out like what works. Especially it's like we came up with these enemies. How many of them? Where? When do they show up?
Yep. Like that's after all the even harder questions of where to start. Like that's once like even right like we're most games.
Whoa, bullets.
I was like, what's that little... Was there another enemy that came out afterward?
I think so, yeah.
I could have sworn I took care of him. So, it comes down to what is your game and, like, what do you want out of it? Usually, a good place to start is have a system. Have something that is a system so that you can test it, and if it doesn't work, you can measure it against, like, what you had before. Big example of this is, you might think that you have something good, you play test it and it's bad, but if you kind of just willy-nilly did stuff, then it's very hard to say if you're making progress, because then you're just repeating the cycle. Okay, I changed it, it's better, but why? And you don't know why. So just coming up with anything to start with is a good place.
Yeah.
After that, it's just how you make the system is a big question. It's a big design question. It takes time. Almost always in game development, everything is just going to come down to trying it, and
everything's very iterative.
Yeah, extremely. Being able to recognize your failures is more important than recognizing your successes.
Yeah,
because you're going to make a lot more failures in game dev than you are successes when you're working on it.
People who are just a little curious, or don't have much of an idea how game production works, aside from like the really surface level stuff. That and it was like a big realization for me, when I finally learned, finally learned about it. It's like, people just don't go like, we're gonna make Saints Row 4. Mm-hmm. Here are the missions. Here's the combat. We know right away what we're making.
Right.
If we,
Jesus.
Oh man. Like if everybody knew immediately what the final result of the game they're making was gonna be, making a game would be a lot quicker.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's a big thing that is always on the minds of anyone making a game is like, what is this supposed to look like when we're done? People tend to not be aware because they weren't working on it, that a game does not look like a game until almost the end. And when I say almost the end, I mean I mean the last year. I mean the last month.
I've been we've streamed we've streamed all of our Saints Row games a couple different times with different people. Talking about stories, with Saints Row 2 specifically, I know that, Saints Row 2 had a lot of issues, especially bug-wise and stuff, up until pretty close to launch. And it was like, I have heard people say that, that it didn't feel like it was there until basically right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty common. I think one of the GDC talks that I saw about AI, they were discussing Last of Us and Ellie, falling around. Yep. They apparently were having troubles because cover didn't go into the last 3 months of the game.
Oh my god!
Cover was not in the game.
That's generally not a thing that happens. I feel
well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have that for a game that you would assume is you would assume that cover was planned early on.
I did not know that about Last of Us.
Yeah, so it's a warning that you're gonna have to work within limitations and guess. I beat it. Oh
nice. Why?
So trying to figure out where do the enemies go. Where do you pair them up is a lot of experimenting first, just taking off your thinking cap. You got your system, generally, okay, these enemies don't go together, this guy is too strong to go with this guy, but then after that just try some stuff and see. Jump button, it's your time, I think. Nope.
No, too tall.
Yep, jump button is not your time. Wrong turn. Just take off your thinking cap when you're trying to make stuff sometimes, and just put stuff out there that kind of, you get a design instinct eventually, and you just kind of know what you're going for.
But I've always wondered, people who've been making games for a long time, how much of at least beginning stuff is just going with their gut.
Oh, tons.
Yeah,
tons. Unless you have a strong reference for what you're even aiming to do. It's mostly,
if somebody's just telling you straight up, just remake this game or something.
Right, unless you have a base game that you're trying, and even then you have your new challenge of how do we make it better without ruining it. Going back to make sure you have a strong process, because if you're we want to make it better, but it's what part was good about it, so we know not to take that out. I'm really trying to get this guy.
Yeah, this guy's hard.
And now he's dead. Oh, it just keeps going.
Yeah, it fires 3 to 5 shots. Something's like a burst gun. 4 shots, maybe? Yeah.
Fine.
Nice.
Oh,
that was pretty good. Wow, that was 3rd attempt. Damn.
Yay!
I had a hell of a time with this level.
Get in there. I hit A. I didn't hit Y. What do I do now?
Something weird's happening.
Okay. The woman in the red dress. I can see the Matrix unauthorized.
Yeah, so we're talking about AI this whole time, so we're not seeing the plot too much, but I think the plot in this game is kind of neat. It's a little vague, a little spooky, I guess. Something we won't see in this stream probably, but there's all those levels have ways you can purposefully glitch them to
Oh.
get out of bounds on purpose. They're like every level has its own separate puzzle that you might not even realize. Where it's like, oh, how do I clip out of bounds this level to get to the secret areas that have weirdly weird shit in them?
Right.
And it's actually really cool.
That is awesome. That little stuff really is awesome to see in games.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've always been. I mean, you know, sometimes it's done poorly, but I like seeing games that.
Yeah, like the meta right now here of like you look at this.
Yeah.
You look at this, you're like, this is all it is, and then they're directly talking about that there's more.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if they detect if you've done that or not and tell you different things. Like if we've done the glitches, he won't say that.
I don't think you can. I don't know if you can do the glitches the first time. I wonder. I've never actually attempted that. I'm kind of curious about that now. If anybody in the chat has played this knows, can you like do the glitch puzzle in each level like first go?
Updated. I'll just hack that password.
Yeah, man.
That's all I gotta do. I'm done.
I'm in.
This is how I hack. I just look at the screen and wait for it to give me the game. Yeah. That.
Password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 password.
Okay. Yeah, Oblivion in the chat saying the secret terminals are available at all times. So yeah, I guess first playthrough of level, if you somehow knew about them, you could just go straight to them. That's interesting.
Access granted. Only 2 tries. It must have been like password. It was very easy there. All right. Do. Ah! I broke it. It's back. Oh God.
Some people.
Oh God, there's an armory in here. Jesus.
This level's a doozy as well.
What am I punching?
The glass.
Oh,
Yeah, you can punch the glass out.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, shoot each other.
I think that can actually happen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Oh man, jump.
Oh,
Yeah!
Oh God. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. Fuck it. There's more.
Yeah.
I'm just like so scared. I'm like, who else is here?
Do it Hollywood style, where you just dump one magazine, you just throw the gun on the ground. I don't need this anymore.
I don't need any more. Oh.
Keanu Reeves is gonna learn how to surf undercover. Have you seen Point Break?
I have. I actually just put it on my Netflix queue to get the DVD. I haven't seen it in a long time, though. I was like, I should probably rewatch this.
I watched Point Break just a couple weeks ago, and it's so good. I had never seen it before, and it's like... I heard of Point Break, and somebody's like, oh, it's Keanu Reeves, and he's like an undercover cop or FBI agent.
Learns how to surf.
I mean, that's cool. And then I had no idea about the surfing part. And it's like, oh yeah, he's got to infiltrate a surfing gang.
Yeah,
Like,
when you read the DVD description, I'm like, this got greenlit? I guess it was before the 2000. Okay, I guess I know where I'm going because I wasn't paying attention very well. Because I'm going the wrong way probably. My brain.
Oh, Mike in the chat just said that he watched Point Break again about a month ago. Everybody's watching Point Break. When I was at my parents' house for Christmas, they were flipping channels, and I did not know this, but on the TV was Point Break, the remake from like 2011 or something like that.
Yep.
I had no idea that
I've never seen that.
And I was like, I was wondering like when it's in the 2010s, like nobody cares about surfing anymore. Like surfing isn't viewed as like really cool the way it was in the 80s and like early 90s. But I was like, how are they going to change this? And they just changed it to extreme sports in general.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it was at like the climax of the film was like okay, mountain climbing with no supports or anything, just bare hands. And I'm like, well, all right.
Okay. That's a good. Yeah, I like that. That was cool. Taking over my typing. I hacked too much. Hacked myself. So if they were doing extreme sports, was it just like a handful, or did they like try to do a whole gamut of them?
I don't know. I just saw the description, and I was only on that channel for a little bit, but it did seem like they were implying that there were multiple extreme sports. Like the bad guy he was going after is basically the same as the original Point Break. So instead now he's just a general thrill seeker. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do all the extreme shit instead of just surfing.
I'm gonna live on the edge.
I'm gonna go to Australia. Wait for the.
No, F you. No, not doing this. I love games that play with you like this. No, tired of you. I played Stanley Parable. No, I won't do this. That guy is amazing, by the way.
Stanley Parable's pretty good.
Guy that made that, he's a great guy. It's cool to hang out with.
I think you should do what they say.
I think I actually like that. Maybe I guess I'll calm down. No, I fight the system, fight the power. Fine. This is what I've become. Where's that glitch terminal? I hate you.
You did it.
No, I didn't.
Congratulations.
The game doesn't react to Alt F4 here? What are you talking about? That's a Windows operation, isn't it?
Weird.
You
Did not know that.
Stop it. Gotta go play Pony Island now. I haven't played it yet. I'm so excited. Make them fly.
I've only played Pony Island once, and that was when I streamed it last year here. But I haven't been able to get around to like.
Was it good?
Playing it. I mean, what I had played was good. It was a Frog Faction Z style thing.
Yep.
Which, speaking, I also need to play more Frog Factions.
Xavier here introduced me to Frog Fractions. I had not seen it till I came to the studio.
Yeah.
And we do a thing sometimes called Scare Miller, which is just I just play games and get scared really easily. So they just watch me get scared, or they'll play with me, and I'll get scared anyway. And he was like, "Let's play Frog Fractions." Like, is that? I had no idea what it was. Like, that fit the theme of this.
I love Frog Fractions just because even when you know what it is, and there's no reason to replay it really. It's just like the joy of introducing somebody who's completely oblivious to what it is.
And that's what Xavier got out of it.
It keeps on giving. I love Frog Fractions just to like introduce people to it. Check out this weird thing. Some dumb kids game. I don't know.
Xavier didn't warn me at all. He just treated it like it was normal.
As it should be.
Mine. Good night. Where's the others? I'm assuming it's the red.
They're spawning from that closet. Yeah. Yep. Whenever there's a red light, that's where they're spawning from.
Really? Did none of those hit?
Oh man, he weaved right between them.
I had I had an awkward number of bullets in that gun.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. How's it going? How's it going? Hi, how's it going? I think he shot me. I don't even know.
I think he did.
The gun wasn't ready, so F it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nope.
Uh-oh. This is going bad.
It's fine.
Oh, right in the foot.
And go.
Nice. I love the... So, like, I should probably replay this at some point, because, like, after you beat the game, they unlock a ton of, like, different challenge modes.
Oh.
It's like, you know, playing the same levels, but with a whole bunch of different restrictions. Sometimes it's like you're stuck with one weapon, like you can only use a sword in all of stuff.
I gotcha.
Which are pretty fun. And I just never got around to doing all of them. And seeing this just makes me want to play through all that stuff now, because, like, I mean, you know, it's an indie game, but, like, the presentation of this game is, like, really super polished.
Get it gone. No, it's extremely polished, and that's a big thing. I love when, even if it's indie, they put the time in to make, you know, the little things count.
Yeah, and it's like, obviously with the indie games, they almost always have to go 2D or really abstract and simple looking, because you know, they don't have the AAA like production budget. But
I mean, hey, you know, it works.
I mean, this is just a Unity game, so
yeah.
Well, I don't mean to say just a Unity game, because, you know, proper fucking games are made in Unity, but I feel like because anybody can get it, some people are just like, oh, it's a Unity game? It's probably not good, because, you know, they've seen somebody who made half a Slenderman game in a weekend for a school project, and they put it on Steam Greenlight.
Well, I didn't put mine on Steam Greenlight, but...
Okay.
I did try to make one.
A Slender game?
Yeah.
Specifically? Okay.
Yeah. It was because it's very simple.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the AI for Slender Man doesn't take much.
Nope. It's fun though because you still get to play around with the player. I love horror games actually. Making horror. I don't like playing horror games per the meeting.
Right.
But I do love making them because you
that's
can
something
play around.
I haven't really thought about either. Is that AI is probably pretty different when you're making horror
Extremely.
games.
You cannot. You know, it's just like with the film. You can't see the enemy. You can't figure out what they do. You know, if you figure out the enemy, then it's not really scary
they're not
anymore.
like scary anymore.
It's like, oh, you're just a creature that I can put down with bullets, whatever. I know your patterns. You're easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm both a big fan of playing horror games and like thinking about. I never tried to make one, but I like thinking about them. But that just remind. Oh, you mentioned the Scaring Miller thing. Have they ever specifically had you play like VR horror games?
Not yet.
Okay.
I got asked about it recently though, and I'm like,
hey, Resident Evil 7 comes out.
That's the exact game they were like,
okay,
hey.
yeah, that's less than 2 weeks away even. I can't believe how quickly that game's coming out from when they announced it.
There's been a lot of AAA development on VR recently. Like I was looking into it because I'm going to GDC, so I want to know what a company's working on, so I can not have to ask constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, Insomniac put out VR games?
Oh, they put out a ton of VR games.
I was just like
4 of them.
I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know.
I was impressed by like their output. I hear they're like hit and miss, but like the fact that they put out like 4 full VR games in like the course of a year and a half is nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're not like tiny games either. I mean, they might be more like downloadable titles that are $20, but still.
Yeah. Fall. Your gun finally.
Yeah, I have not played too much. People are talking about VR in the chat. I have not played too much VR stuff personally, but I really want to. But I am dying to see what horror games are like, especially Resident Evil 7. Because like I was already really into, because I love Resident Evil. I was already really into what 7 looks like.
Right.
It's like, some people aren't happy with the first person thing, but I don't care. And saying it's like, oh, it's Resident Evil filtered through Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like, you got me. And yeah, this game, unfortunately, we weren't able to play this with VR because I've been really busy and I don't have time to like get and also set up a VR headset today.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can play this game in VR. I hear it's really, really good in that way too. You don't like move around normally.
I moved to the bullet. But yeah, you were saying
you do like the VR teleport to a spot thing, but they incorporated it more into the game mechanics. It was like if you throw your weapon or something and you look at it, you can teleport straight to it to catch it in your hands again.
Do they keep the same levels is what I'm wondering.
I don't know. I think they do.
Because, these would have to be pretty different if I could teleport to my weapons as I throw them.
Yeah.
I mean, it might still work, like I was just...
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, anybody in the chat, have you played SUPERHOT in VR? The levels the same or are they different?
Oh, shit.
Pretty curious now.
There's no way to get past that one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just imagining this game being really cool seeing VR with, like, the bullets passing right by your face and stuff in slow-mo.
That's true. You could just like look and see them.
Maybe I should buy a VR headset. I got the money, but
at least try it out first.
Yeah. The only real VR game I've been able to play is Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes or whatever.
Yep.
Which is a fantastic video game.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's the only real VR thing I've been able to play, except for like a couple minor like tech demo things when the headsets were like they were still SDKs that you could buy. Oh, Pepper Pockets says that it's Oculus exclusive for now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, they
No, that's a bit of a bummer because I was probably going to get a Vive.
On PC, they the store Steam reviews were pretty lit up when they announced the Oculus thing. I remember seeing that. I wouldn't have known otherwise, but yeah, somebody on
I did
there.
not know that. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a Vive whenever I get one just because I've heard people... It seems people seem to enjoy that headset the most.
That's the only one I haven't tried yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of all of them, I haven't tried it. I didn't take the time at the last GDC to arrange, a time to go and try it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And that also reminds me, like I just saw a graph from, like a survey that was done and posted earlier today from GDC that was just like, what people are most interested in working in right now. Like, it's overwhelmingly like everybody wants to do VR stuff.
Yeah, there's a super amount of people that want VR.
Yeah, and then the other part of the graph was like, yeah, people are cautiously optimistic for the Switch and stuff like that. So.
You better be dead.
Oh,
my
man.
God. That's a different guy. Doesn't matter. Get in his gun.
There we go. Yeah, throwing weapons in this game is so extremely useful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you got him. Nice. The sound design, too, is great in this.
Yeah, and it's not easy because they got to keep stopping and starting the sounds.
Yeah, like the time dilation of the sound effect, especially when they're like shattering, is just great.
Now what? Hello. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. I don't even know what I hit, but I hit it.
Oh, have you tried PSVR?
Yeah, I tried that one. That was pretty good.
How's that headset? Because I know it's like, not as high resolution, I think.
That's the drawback.
Yeah, kind of like fuzzy looking or something?
Yep.
Okay.
But otherwise, I mean, I enjoyed it fine, fine, worked fine, but the resolution did not feel as...
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Because I've been kind of interested in PSVR, too, just because Sony has the biggest amount of, like, good-looking VR games so far, because they just have the power to be like, hey, big developers, make some VR stuff.
Yeah, just do it. Well, yeah, when I tried it, it was good.
Okay.
I know that quite a few people at the studio here have them at home, so I've only tried a few of them, though.
Did you ever get to play like the VR experiments that they did here a few years ago?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sad I never got to try those. I really wanted to see how nausea-inducing the superhero jump in Saints Row 4 would have been. VR headsets.
Those. No, I didn't play those.
Oh, you didn't play those
No, I
ones?
thought you were talking about when, like, we were just trying out VR.
Oh, no, yeah. Because somebody hooked up VR stuff for Saints Row 4.
I did hear about them. I did not play those.
I really want to try it just to see how immediately I want to puke when I do like the flying or the super sprinting in first person. Well, I don't know if it was first person. I'm assuming it was.
I know
some
they
people
had to have tried it a few ways probably.
Because I know there are a couple like third person VR games, and they're all kind of weird.
Yeah, Insomniac I think just released one as well.
Yeah, it's like a beat 'em up or something where it's just like one camera angle that you just move around until you move to the next area, and then the camera just switches. Serpentine.
No. F you. I'm gonna get you.
What time is it? Oh, geez, it's actually 5:02.
Yeah, it is 5:02.
Time.
We don't belong here anymore.
Oh man, we don't.
But let me kill this guy with the dog statue.
Yeah. Get with the dog statue.
Call me a dog. Full speed. While we wrap up.
I want to do one attempt at this. I just want to see
absolutely, please.
Without like stopping too much. I want to see what goes on here.
Kill him with the dog. I love when they put the dog statue in there. It's hilarious. Go for the sword. Oh yeah.
The sword is so satisfying in this game.
Yes, absolutely.
Like they got the sword down real good. No, I jumped the wrong way. I zigged when I should have zagged. Oh well.
Reverse serpentine.
But yeah, that is SUPERHOT, which has been out for like a year. No, not a year. Probably like 9 months or so.
I would say, I know at GDC it looked like it was pretty close, but I don't know if they released it yet.
Yeah, it came out like sometime during the summer, I think. Don't remember exactly when, but yeah, that's SUPERHOT. I think it goes on sale pretty frequently anytime there's some big Steam sale thing, so check it out if you want. I really want to play this in VR now.
Yeah, I want to grab the guns out of the air and stuff.
Yeah.
Playing it is a blast there. I had a lot of fun trying to figure out where to be. I do wish that there was a few more levels that just let you kind of have more threshold for mistakes, so I could try things out.
If it was a couple more tutorial style things where it's a little, because like the very first tutorial gives you just 2 enemies to fight, or like 3, and the first one's already dying. So, but yeah, it like ramps up pretty quick because there's something like, I don't know, 30-ish levels in this game, for the story.
Yeah, for the first playthrough or whatever.
Oh, right, that's for the actual replays, not for the actual levels. I don't think they let you replay levels until you finish the story. Oh yeah, there's all this other...
Yeah, I was like, they got wires?
Yeah.
Cellular demos? Art videos?
Yeah, those are mostly nothing, but...
Okay.
Yeah, that's Super Hot. Thanks for joining us to see Super Hot, which I love saying over and over. I'm Josh Stinson. I'm the associate video editor here and stream czar, and we also had
Ryan Miller from here at Volition as a combat designer on General Combat.
We also had Mike Watson, community developer, moderating the chat. We are Volition. If you didn't know somehow, we stream every week on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, 22 GMT. If you ever miss any of our streams and want to see our old streams, we got a YouTube account, which is youtube.com/VolitionTube. Pretty much all of our streams are there. Maybe check out the 10th anniversary Saints Row ones we did, because we showed off like canceled Saints Row games.
Yeah,
that's pretty rad.
Cool.
And yeah, come back next week for another thing, which I'm not going to say what it is because maybe I'll change my mind by Wednesday or something. Oh yeah, and if you want to keep up on our new game, Ages of Mayhem, just check out aomthegame.com or aomthegame at Twitter or Facebook. There's links to all the other social media things there everywhere. So yeah, see you next week.
Bye.